This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And now, let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie's QTH is up in North New Hampshire, near the Canadian border, about 4 miles from there. Charlie, got a copy?
Yeah, I sure do, Jim. KC9VKV, K1GZL, Clarksville, northern New Hampshire, right on the Quebec border, on this 14th of February, 2020. Boy, it's amazing how the time flies. Yeah, conditions are very good. You're not quite as strong as you were last week, but then again, the sun is, staying up longer, and the skip is shorter. By the way, speaking of propagation and radio, I want to mention to you, and I have a short recording. I've been working an aeronautical mobile on a Boeing 767 two-engine jet, and this fellow that is flying with his co-pilot, they're flying transporting material from Philadelphia to Sacramento, California, and return. I recorded this a few days ago when he was heading east from Sacramento, and this was on 20 meters. He was at 37,000 feet with a tremendous tailwind, 157 knots or something like that, or maybe 175 miles per hour. So he was really moving along, and I have just a dot of VK3MO near northwest of Melbourne first. But here's the aeronautical mobile following that. Here it is.
Cheryl, this is we've had a really mild day here, got up to about 20 Celsius. Okay, 73, catch you all tomorrow for sure, very good day. K1GZL and Company, Victor Kilo 3 Mike Oscar now, clear and QRT.
Okay, here comes the...
Charlie, I've got you 5959, how may over?
Here's the aeronautical mobile.
I got you great signal up here. We're just a couple 100 miles west of Chicago right now at plane level 370. And you got that right. We got about 157 knot tailwind. We're doing about 475 knots across the ground right now. And we're showing minus 53 degrees Celsius up here. Over.
Okay, Jim, could you copy that? K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. That's the best, the clearest one yet. That aircraft microphone is so distinctive. You can tell, that he's airborne. Boy, that was very clean. You say now he was at 37,000 feet, so I guess he had a pretty good signal strength, Roger.
A pretty good signal strength, Roger. Oh yeah, he was peaking at one point there. When he was over Iowa, he was peaking at 30/9 with 400 watts. 30/9 with 400 watts. Just a tremendous signal. However, I suspected when he got near Chicago, he's going to skip over. He was going to skip over, and that happened. As he got very close, he's going to fly over Lake Michigan, just north of Chicago, or as they would say out there, Chicago. And he all of a sudden started going way down. So we switched over to 40 meters. And he was back to 9 plus 20. Although he told me I was stronger on 40 than I was on 20, which surprised me. So that was quite a QSO. So, Jim, yes, it's amazing. Some of the fellows that we talked to have had more time on it, and one time they worked them from west of Indiana all the way to touchdown in Sacramento. I was not available on that particular one, but that was kind of exciting. The weather up here is cold, 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 with wind blowing early this morning after I got off talking to Ian. It was 10 below then. It dropped to 14 below with a chill factor of 25 to 30, 35 below zero in the wind. I decided not to go out because our high today +2. Today +1, and that's what it is now. Fall sun, and altogether this season we've had 150 inches of snow. KC9VKV, aren't you glad that you're not up here enjoying this weather? Go ahead.
Yeah, right. We did one time copy a commercial jet flying southbound out of Canada, headed towards Mexico, I think it was, and we were on 10 meters. And copied him about directly, just a little bit north of directly west from our location, and talked to him for just a little bit. He hit Nashville and took a right, and did start to lose him pretty quick after that. But it was 10 meters, so that probably is the reason for losing him so soon. Had we been on a lower HF frequency, I might have maintained. But I did learn a lot in that those commercial jets, I believe they put those antennas in the wings. At least he said his antennas were in the wings, and he was a co-pilot, and he was operating with the knowledge of the pilot. I guess they have to clear that. But the aeronautical mobiles are something else, because they have that altitude, so that gives them a real leg up, so to speak. Charlie, I wanted to just mention a reminder. Next week's the Qso-Vlog network will move to Thursday afternoon instead of our regular Friday afternoon because of a prior commitment. So if you look for us next Friday afternoon, we won't be there. So plan for us to be a day earlier. Next week's Qso-Vlog network will be on Thursday afternoon, not Friday afternoon. Thursday afternoon, 3:30 Eastern. Roger, Roger.
3:30 Eastern. Roger, Roger.
Okay, Roger. Jim, I think there are other people ready to come. Too long. But okay, on next Thursday instead of Friday, at the usual time and the usual frequency. So that would be great. You're doing a wonderful job in here, Jim. Here you are.
Qso-Vlog network will move to Thursday afternoon instead of our regular Friday afternoon. Thursday afternoon, 3:30 Eastern. Roger, Roger.
Okay, Roger on that, Jim. Well, look, thank you very much. Mike, I'll join you plus or minus 7150. I've got to tune up. I don't load too well up here on this frequency. So take it easy, Jim, and thank you so much. And it's exciting what you can do with the hobby. It is absolutely exciting. You never know what's next sometime, and that's part of the excitement, especially with antennas, trying to mess with antennas, get comparisons with other antennas that you can use as a standby and switch back and forth, and then you can see what gain you may have gotten or have lost. So, Jim, we'll see you Thursday. K1GZL, thank you for picking me up.
Roger, Charlie 3 is that way. You have a good afternoon, best you can. Stay warm. It was 1 degree, I think. That's pretty chilly. Anyway, just a reminder, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog, and my name is Jim, KC9VKV, better known in some circles as Dr. VKV, and we are recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days, so when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV, and that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and on that page you'll be looking looking for one QSO in particular, and that is my group air check 2-14-20. Today's date, my group air check 2-14-20. This is KC9VKV listening.